Okay, YouTube family, I wanted to talk about Druski and the Hebrew Israelites. If you guys don't know, Druski is a comedian, and he makes his way by doing jokes, and the collective loves him because he does jokes. Now, he got a skit going viral. He got a lot of skits going viral. One of his main skits is him portraying a non-black dude. Basically a white guy he's portraying, and he looked very real doing it. Druski is a hilarious dude. But I seen him do a comedy skit about the Hebrew Israelites, in particular, IUIC, I think it is. They're the other groups of Israelites camps that's always being seen marching out there during the Kyrie Irving situation. Them brothers decided to march out. And it was mockery at best, to be honest with you, with the Druski skit he did towards the Hebrew Israelites. It was a lot of mockery in it. He started having him shout out interracial dating and relationships. Druski was just putting everything into it as if the Hebrew Israelites and black people in general are jokes. And what Druski is putting it out there like, if we're being honest, he's putting it out there like any black man and woman who come into conscious thinking, who finds themselves and they seek knowledge, he's making it an identity crisis. He's basically deplorable at best at what he does. He's like everything the scripture talks about. And normally I don't even defend the Hebrew Israelites anymore because it's their fault. They're so divided while trying to preach unity, when each one of these Israelites, and I'm going to defend them a little bit, but let me go in on them right quick. Why you got clowns like Druski making fun of the Hebrew Israelites? It's the Hebrew Israelites' fault. I remember back in 2012, no better time for the Israelites to hop on this movement than 2012. The Hebrew Israelites been had a name, a voice, I think since the 80s and 70s at One West, and all that. So I understand that. But 2012 was the best year for y'all to come together. And from 2012, now all you guys been doing are having riffs with each other, exposing each other. Guys like Captain Tazariak and Gorilla Hebrew seeking fame. Captain Tazariak being led around by WAC 100. And Captain Tazariak represents the ISUPK, who I tremendously used to have respect for. Now they got General Yohana looking crazy out here, but the Hebrew Israelites are so busy trying to be part of the world, they dropped the ball on a mission and guidance God has given them. Because at the end of the day, whether you like the Hebrew Israelites or not, they're telling you about lineage, your nationality. So even if you don't agree with them, you're still a Hebrew Israelite, whether you're bad or wrong. The Pharisees are still the same thing. You just took up the ways of the world. Now, what's going on with this? Druski harped on this situation of the Israelites, and he made a joke. All I seen in the comment sections was black folks encouraging it. And anybody who got offended by that joke, which they were in the right, anybody who got offended by that, they're being attacked critically. It's kind of wild to me, bro. People are saying, relax. It's just a joke. You guys are taking it serious. You're seeing others talking about, oh, we found who Druski is talking about. And I'm like, when will black people ever understand that the joke is on us? We're the only people who mock our strifes. We mock our plights and what we go through. We make stitch out of it. And if the guy that's making a joke about us is popular, we follow that individual. We glow them up and act as if they did something so prominent. And it's just satire is best, bro. I mean, Druski is no different than any jigaboos that are out there. And I like Druski, but I'm going to keep it real. A typical brother that steps in fetch and gets paid by his oppressors to do the tarnishing that he does. So when you think of black people, you think of clowns like a Druski at the circus. I mean, Druski's job is supposed to make us laugh, so you can't really get mad at him. But who are these people telling us we can't call him out? Because the very same people giving Druski a pass, the very same people defending what Druski just did, mockery, of who we are, because according to Druski and people who follow him, black people are not the chosen people. According to Druski and people who found his skit funny, it's a joke when black people refer to themselves as the chosen people of God. It's a joke to black people. The only groups of people who love to put themselves down are black people. Because the same people who defended Druski's skit, they'll be the same ones crying on a Saturday and marching and protesting when one of these officers get rid of one of them or their family members. It'll be another BLM members propagating or something, some type of sheer gimmick like that. Oh, we need to stick together and blah, 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 blah. But these same folks every day wake up and they make mockery of the curses we have to go through. So I feel like if the Hebrew Israelites were as solid as they were, they all would come in together and ban Druski. They all would come together and cancel Druski. But so much of these camps of the Hebrew Israelites are so divided. They love criticizing church members. Like, I grew up in the church. I'm not offended when people criticize the church because almost everything you guys say about the church, you're correct. My father's a pastor. I've seen all the plights in the church. So I agree about Pastor Porkchop. But the difference is there is no difference between the Hebrew Israelites and the church. You guys are the same thing. Every guys want to be the leader. Everybody want to be worshipped. You go to these malls. You go outside. Here comes these Hebrew Israelites who think because they just got tutelage by Captain Tazariak or whatever, now they amass more intelligence than you, more knowledge than you, so they feel you have to listen to them. Even if you're busy and you're walking away, let me get your phone number, good brother. I just don't got the time right now. You don't believe in the truth. Oh, and it's like they're mispreaching and misrepresenting what the scripture and words are saying. Because if these dudes was real about what they saying, you'll move dudes out the way. You'll go find a Druski right now. If you mean what you say and you got the power of the Most High, you'll go find Druski right now. But all you brothers do is claim you're waiting for God. You can't play that game with people because when you're preaching the waiting game, then you're going to be waiting forever, bro. And if the scriptures ordain we have to wait until the end or whatever, then it is what it is. But you're going to lose people like that. So when the Druski comes out there, it shows you guys have no more strength. When you cut up the snake into pieces, it becomes weak. You guys are weak right now, bro. I'm just being honest. The Hebrew Israelites have become a joke, and it's not because of all of the Hebrew Israelites. There are solid ones like me who don't follow any camps. I refuse to follow any of the camps. And when you make good reference to why you don't follow the camps, people think you're saying you're not a believer. People think, oh, you don't believe in the words anymore because I'm not a minion or a peasant for these Captain Tazarias, these General Yohanas, IUCII, whatever you call these groups of people, bro. One day I seen the IUCII, I think I'm butchering their names, the ones who Druski particularly was making fun of. I seen when them brothers were marching together on them streets, there were like 500 or more strong. I think it was 1,000 of them. And it looked like a military force. I was so inspired. It was the same thing when I watched Denzel Washington portraying Malcolm X. And I'm in elementary. You see that movie, you ready to ride. You see the movie about Get on the Bus, Spike Lee's Get on the Bus. They're going down there to the Million Man March. I'm always proud of us, bro. I'm unapologetically black, bro. You feel me? And I think I got the shirt on right now. Let me see. Yep. I got my shirt under this right now just for good luck to remind me I am who I am. So Druski making mockery of the Hebrew Israelites is only more to come. He did it on a national scale. So now people who are melanated and they might have been able to seek out and learn that we're the chosen people of God. Now when they hear about Hebrew Israelites, they think about you brothers, a joke. I mean, Druski is the same corny dude who made a skit about that one guy that goes to the club just to dance. And they mock that type of dude, made fun of him. And last time I checked, I thought when you go to the club, you're supposed to dance. You're supposed to want to dance. But Druski and them are so thirsty. What used to be normal, fun, exciting, Druski's job is to make it look dumb and make you look insecure if you're one of the regular people now. So I guess to be part of the cool people in the club who don't dance anymore, they're looking at their phones all day, smoking hookah and just talking to each other, but there's no dancing, nothing. And this is the goddamn club. And it's a joke now because that's the society they're harboring. And whoever has some type of power over black folks, or whoever have clout in motion, basically a Druski or any celebrity, they use them as a cog and puppet to play with us. And look, it's not racist. A black man is doing it. That's how you guys interpret it as. But you couldn't be far away from the truth. So at the end of the day, Druski, you're a joke. A lot should happen. I'm not gonna lie. And I used to like Druski, but every day and so often you're reminded he's bought and paid for. And Desi Banks is way more funnier than him, but Desi is too hood. He reminds the conglomerate of the black folks who actually will defend their people. So Desi Banks will never be big as a Druski, because Druski is one of them fun boys at the Diddy parties. He's ready and able to do anything that people would do for him, for sponsorships, monetizations, anything these Jiminy Crickets, they'll do. And that's Druski, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, I urge you guys to understand it's the Hebrew Israelites' fault why people make fun of them. If you guys were more together and you stopped trying to be celebrities, stop trying to get on that way, you would be more respected. But you people don't really follow the word. You pretend and portray to follow the words for your own better benefits. And that part is always going to be the truth. So keep beefing with each other, keep hating each other, and watch the world make a mockery of you guys. Because solid brothers like me, who should be advocating for the word, but I fell short of the God's favor. And I'm going to try my best to work back in his good grace. So who am I to judge anybody? But God said you can judge people. You have to judge righteously. Only I don't judge them openly, but I look at all the patterns and I speak truth. The Hebrew Israelites became a mockery when they chased and tried to be part of the world. Don't be part of the world, God said. Obey the laws of the land, but never be part of Babylon. Look, I'm DJ Bless One, the best one. Thank you for watching another episode of DJ Bless One Live. Peace, y'all.